What is up, guys? It's time for another Marvel Champions weekly one-shot challenge. This week's challenge is called Everyday Heroes. We must win any scenario as any hero without any identity flipping over to hero form. So each player must stay in alter ego form for the entire game. So I thought we should go super thematic here, and we'll be taking on Norman Osborn, the Green Goblin, Oscorp, playing as Peter Parker, Spider-Man, Parker Industries. But for this weekly one-shot challenge, we can never flip over to hero form, our Spider-Man form. We have to stay in Peter Parker, our alter ego, for the entire game, and try to thwart out Norman Osborn's plans here. All right, let's go ahead and get the main scheme set up. So stage 1A says put criminal enterprise environment into place. So we have this right here. Shuffling the counter deck and then advance to stage 1B. And then let's see. So let's shuffle up the counter deck. Criminal enterprise says it enters play here with 2 infamy counters. If there are no infamy counters on it, we flip Norman Osborn and criminal enterprise over. It's going to be State of Madness here when we flip it over, and then Norman Osborn will flip over here to his Green Goblin stage right here if that happens. Okay, so let's get that. And then the main scheme has a when complete effect, but no when reviewed effect. And then the when complete is to place 1 times player infamy counters on criminal enterprise, and discard 1 card from each player's deck for each infamy counter on criminal enterprise. Okay, that's kind of complex. This will start off here with 2 times player threat, and then if it hits 7, it's going to advance. And then we have 2 infamy counters on here. Let's get some counters ready. All right, and I think we got everything set up for Norman Osborn. His force interrupt was whenever he would attack. We place 2 infamy counters on criminal enterprise instead, but he will never attack, right? Because we're going to be in our alter ego the entire game. As a force interrupt, whenever he would take any amount of damage, we remove that many infamy counters from criminal enterprise instead. Okay, let's go ahead and shuffle up our player deck here. And then we're going to draw up to our hand sets here of 6 in our alter ego. But we actually get that the entire game here, actually, so that's pretty cool that we can play with a 6 alter ego hand size. Okay, and we're going to draw up here. We're playing our Weaving Threads deck with some modifications because we will never flip over to hero form, so we can't use cards like the War of the Great Web. Okay, we got Moon Girl turn 1, which is awesome. We got Suit up here. I don't feel like we need Aunt May, right? Because we're going to stay in alter ego the entire game. So let's mulligan this card, 4 cards here, and then draw 4 more back up to our hand size of 6. 2, 3, 4. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and get started. So I like the ingenuity here. Do we start with Moon Girl or ingenuity? I think we go ingenuity first. So let's use 2 resources here so I can play ingenuity. Ingenuity says play only if your identity has a genius trait. We have the genius trait here in our alter ego form. We can exhaust ingenuity to generate a mental resource. Let's do that. We use our scientist, our resource in alter ego, to generate another mental resource. And Ironheart would be a 3rd mental resource here for a total of 3. So we can play Moon Girl. She says play only if your identity has a champion or genius trait. We do have the genius trait here in our alter ego. After you play Moon Girl from your hand, draw 1 card for each mental resource we use to pay for. We use 3, so we're drawing 3 cards. So 1, 2, 3. Ooh, okay. All right, that's kind of a crazy hand here. Do we want to, let's see, if this flips over, he flips over to hero form. His one review is to do 4 indirect damage to each player. We are playing on expert mode, so it's going to be stage 2, 4 indirect, and when he would scheme, we remove a madness counter from State of Madness instead. So I actually feel like I need Aunt May here, because we might have to flip him over here a lot. Let's see. If there are no infamy counters on here, and then we damage this, then it flips that thing over. Okay. If he schemes for 2, so I think I want to keep him here in his businessman form, and then we can just confuse him with X, right? So let's use a double here to play Suit up. Alter ego action. Search your deck and discard pile for an ally, and upgrade that can't be attached to ally. Add them to your hand. Let's look through our deck here, and we're going to get Professor X here as an ally. And upgrade that can't be attached to him is going to be our Clarity of Purpose here. So that's attached to a friendly character, which can include an ally. So let's shuffle up our deck here. Okay, then that's going to resolve the Suit up. We want to play X. Let's use 3 resources here so I can play Professor X. Whenever he enters play, choose one. We're going to pick the one to confuse the villain. So now he is confused, and an X will thwart for 3, clear off the main scheme. He'll take a consequential damage, and I think we're just going to keep Moon Girl up here. So that's just going to end our turn. Let's ready back up. And then we're going to draw back up to 6. Hold on to suit up so I can recur Moon Girl next turn. Ooh, we got a meditation here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, backflip. Intro when you take any amount of damage and attack. Oh, only attacks though. We got Nick as well. All right, it is Norman's turn. He's going to add 1 to the main. He's going to scheme, but he is confused here. Then he's going to deal with a phase 9 counter card. This interrupt only triggers when he would attack. And counter card is Private Security Specialist. He has guard, so we cannot attack Norman Osborn while he's in play. He has 4 life, but he has 0 scheme, so it's actually not that bad to leave him here, right? If X is in play at the end of the round, he will get discarded. All right, so we just can't hit Norman Osborn here, but I probably do want to hit him to trigger this thing. Ooh, but yeah, the Aunt May is gone. I should have kept Aunt May. That might hurt a little bit. I think what we want to do is, see, if he schemes for 2, we don't want him to scheme twice though, right? Yeah. Let's see, I think I go ahead and play meditation here. We're going to play a meditation as an alter ego action, exhaust your alter ego, and then play a card from your hand, reducing its cost by 3. So Nick Fury is only 1 cost here. We're going to use the Spidey as a resource to play Nick Fury. When Nick Fury enters play, choose one. We're going to pick the one to draw 3. So 1, 2, 3. Okay. We don't have the Web War stuff here. So, you know what I just realized? I cannot suit up Moon Girl. But what I can do is suit up Professor X. Yeah, we can't suit up Moon Girl because she cannot get defeated here. Or I could just risk him scheming for a turn. I kind of do want to do that. Let's see, if X and Moon Girl take out this guy with guard, we can get down to Mansion, which would be huge. Let's just get down to Mansion first, and we can see what we do after that. So we can't play Auto Octavius because we only play when we have a Web War card, which we currently don't have. So we're going to use Scientist, which we haven't used yet, to generate a mental resource. Engineer would be a second mental resource. This would be 2 more for a total of 4. So we can play Avengers Mansion. We can exhaust Avengers Mansion. Whoops, so we can draw a card. Black Cat. Do I want to dig through the deck faster here? She could Thor for 1. If I play Black Cat here, I think we just play Black Cat. I think that's fine. 2 resources here to play Black Cat. After you play her, discard top 2 cards of your deck. 1, 2. Add each card with the printed mental resource to your hand. It's a wild and energy, so they just get discarded here. I think that's okay. So we're not flipping Norman over here. Moon Girl and Nick will both swing for 1, 2, 3, 4. Take out the Private Security Specialist. They will both take consequential damage. Black Cat's going to Thor for 1. Clear off the main. She'll take a consequential damage. That's going to end our turn. Let's ready back up. Yeah, I misplayed that because I should have had Moon Girl get defeated here so we can suit her up again. Let's draw back up to 6, holding on to suit up still. Ooh, I like the Web of Life Destiny here because we can probably play it. All right, it is Norman's turn. He's going to add 1 to the main. He's going to scheme now with a base of 2, boost card of 1, and a boost effect to place 1 infamy counter on Criminal Enterprise. So it goes up to 3. If you cannot remove a Manus counter from the same Manus, so we could have done that, so that's fine. And then 1 boost. So he schemes for 3. Main scheme goes up to 4. And counter card is going to be Shadow the Past here. So we get our Nemesis, Vulture, Nemesis Side Scheme, Highway Robbery, and Vulture has Quick Strike. So after he engages us, he's going to attack. But we're an alter ego, so Quick Strike only applies whenever, well, Quick Strike says the minion attacks the hero, right? So it cannot attack us because we're an alter ego. Highway Robbery comes in with 3 threat and acceleration, and then whenever it's reviewed, we place a random card in our hand face down underneath there, and when it's defeated, we get it back. So let's shuffle up our hand here. What do we got? Ooh, I don't want to lose, I don't know. I think Maria Hill is what I want to hold on to the most here. But I guess the pseudo is also good. I guess we have multiple ways to get rid of it, so it's fine. So we lose 1 card here, which will be this card. All right, and that's going to end his turn. So it's back to our turn. If Nixon played in the round, he will get discarded. All right, back to our turn. Let's Avengers Mansion first. Let's get a card draw. And ooh, we have Maria and the suit up. So we lost a double, but we just got the meditation here. I probably want to meditate into the Web of Life and Destiny, but I don't know. I need to deal with this stuff first right now. So we got to get... The double here is definitely good. We want to take out the Vulture. We probably have that with Moon Girl swinging twice. Or maybe not. Okay, I gotta take out the highway robbery first, I think. Or we could just play Maria Hill. Now I want to, let me see. If I meditate into the suit up for Moon Girl, I think we need that card draw first. I don't want to use a meditate. I would rather use it for a 3-cost card. So let's see. If I use, what resource do we use? If we use this for suit up, then we get Moon Girl back. We can still play her. Yeah, because I want to save the meditation. But if we can't, then we just play it anyways, right? Let's go ahead and have Moon Girl thwart for 2 from highway robbery. Or do I swing for 2 on the vulture? He only schemes for 1. That's fine. We're going to thwart for 2 from here. Drop it down to 1. She'll take 2 consequent damage, get knocked out. All right, then we're going to use 2 resources here to play suit up. Alter ego action, we are in our alter ego. Search your deck and discard file for an ally, Moon Girl, and an upgrade can be attached to ally. We're going to get declarative purpose here, add them both to our hand. That will resolve the suit up. And we want to draw into the other suitor here, I think, for X. Let's use Sign to generate a mental resource because we have not used it yet. It's limited once per round. Engineer is another mental resource. Third mental resource, play Moon Girl back down. We do have the genius trait, so we can play her. And then we're going to draw 3 cards because we use 3 mental resources to pay for her. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Okay. We could, I don't think we're going to need, because if we draw the double here, that can go into the Web of Life and Destiny as well. Black Cat can swing for 1. Okay, why don't we just play Maria Hill, I think. So 2 resources here, so I can play Maria Hill. When she enters play, we can draw a card. Ooh, Ghost Spider. So I think we take out the highway robbery with Black Cat. We thwart there, and then we get Ghost Spider down. Yeah. And we just lose Black Cat. Okay, Black Cat's going to thwart for 1, clear off the highway robbery. When the side scheme is defeated, we get this card back to our hand here. Black Cat will take another consequent damage, get knocked out. Moon Girl and Maria Hill will both thwart for 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's clean off the main scheme here. They will both take consequential damage. We're going to play Meditation. Alter Ego action, exhaustion, Alter Ego. Play a card from hand, reducing its cost by 3. We can now play the Web of Life and Destiny here for 0 cost with the Meditation. This card says, as a response after Web War Allies play, we can draw a card. This would be, Power Knowledge is a double, so 4 resources here. We can overpay here for Ghost Spider. We only play if we have a Web War card. The Web of Life Destiny is a Web War card. Let's have her, we're going to swing for 2. Let's do it on the Vulture, and then she'll take a consequential damage. All right, we got a risk in our turn here. That's going to end our turn. Let's ready back up. And then we're going to draw back up to our hands as a 6. I think we're going to draw into that last suit up. Yeah. Ultra scale on here is good. We deck out, face down, and counter card. Shuffle up our discard pile here back into the deck. That was a decent deck pass. We got the Web of Life, Destiny, and the Mansion out. We just got to get the Triskelion out and then try to recur X a lot. I think it's going to be the big play for us. I probably want to, no, I need to get Aunt May out so I can flip him over. All right, we're going to draw 2 more cards. 1, ooh, another suit up. Ooh, and Meditation. All right. It is Norman Osborn's turn. He's going to add 1 to the main. He's scheming with a base of 2. His boost here is going to be 1. So he schemes for a total of 3. Vulture schemes for 1. So 4 more threat plus the 1 is going to be 5 total threat here. All right, it's not looking great. He's going to deal as a face down counter card. First one is Oscorp Manufacturing. When reviewed, Norman Osborn, if he's in Norman Osborn form, which he is, place an additional threat here. So it's going to have 3 and acceleration. All right, that's okay. Last encounter card, Hired Gun. When reviewed, choose either give the villain a face down boost card or place 2 infamy counters on Criminal Enterprise. 2 infamy counters here brings up to 5. I think that's fine, right? Let's do that because I'm worried about the boost cards. All right, and then it is back to our turn here. Okay, so we should be able to have a big turn here, I think. All right, let's go ahead. So we can never use Enhanced Fire Sense because it's a Hero Interrupt, and we're in Alter Ego form. Same in the Swing Web Kick, so we can never play our hero events here. Let's Avengers Mansion and get a card draw first. Okay, Hobie here is pretty good. I probably want to suit up though, right? Let's see. I want to get Professor X. I think what I'll do is I'll thwart this out with him. So let's play a suit up here. No. I think I have to recur Moon Girl first with the suit up. So we need to get our card draw in first. So none of these guys have patrol. Let's go ahead and thwart for 2 from here. Drop us down to 3. Moon Girl would take 2 consequent damage, get knocked out. Okay, then we're going to play a suit up here. We need to pay 2 costs for it. So let's use. Do we have the Mentos? Yeah, we have the Mentos. This will be 2 resources here, so we can play suit up as an alter action. Get an ally from discard or deck, Moon Girl, and upgrade can't be attached to allies. It's going to be a clear purpose here from our deck. Add that to our hand, and then we'll shuffle up our deck here again. Yeah, Moon Girl will give us a card draw, and we can meditate into Professor X to get a confuse off, and then we should be good after this turn if we can do that. All right, so that's going to resolve the suit up. Now we're going to use Sign to generate a mental resource. Ingenuity is the second mental. Clear a purpose, third mental. Play Moon Girl. Draw 3 cards for 3 mental resources. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and we just used the swing web kick and the. Wait, did I correctly? Oh yeah, we did. Okay, I was tripping. I thought I shuffled it back into my deck for a second. Okay, so yeah, we just got another copy of them. So we got Moon Girl back down, and then we want to get out suit up. Triskelion into the meditation here. Marijo can activate. That'd be good. Yeah, we're gonna use a double here to play suit up again. Search your deck for and discard pile for an ally upgrade can be attached. The upgrade is gonna be clear purpose again because that's our only upgrade. And we got Professor X here from the deck. All right, and let's shuffle up again. Yeah, being able to use suit up freely is pretty nice. We just stay in alter ego the entire game. All right, we're going to play a meditation here. Alter ego action, exhaust your alter ego. Play a card from your hand. Wait. Before we do that, we gotta get Triskelion out, right? Sorry about that, guys. Let's use a resource here to play the Triskelion. This will increase our ally limit by 1, so we can now have 4 allies now. And they're doing everything here, so we definitely want that. Let's play the meditation now. Alter ego action, exhaust your alter ego. Play a card from here, reducing its cost by 3. We can play Professor X here for free. Whenever Professor X enters play, choose one. We pick the one to confuse the villain. So we're gonna confuse Norman Osborn here. And then we're going to have Professor X thwart for 3, clean up this side scheme. He'll take a consequential damage. We're going to have, let's see. Ooh, we're short. Darn it. I want to take out the higher gun, but I think we just have to let him scheme here. So, Moon Girl, let's do Ghost Spire is going to swing for 2, take out Vulture. Should take a consequential damage. So Vulture is defeated. And then do we thwart here? Schemes for, this goes up to 3. He schemes the base of 2. He needs to get a boost of 2 or more if he gets activation. I think we should be fine. No, we might as well just take out the higher gun. So Moon Girl and Marijo will both swing for 1, 2, 3. Take out the hired gun here. And they will both take consequential damage. Moon Girl takes 2. Marijo's going to get knocked out. And then we're short 1 resource to play Hobie here. Yeah, that's just gonna end our turn. Let's ready back up here. We got him confused, so that's good at least. We're gonna draw back up to our hands as a 6, discarding these 2 cards. 1, 2. Okay, that is pretty good. Web shooters, not so much actually. All right, it is back to Norman Osborn's turn. He's gonna add 1 to the main. He's gonna scheme, but he is confused. We're gonna face an encounter card. Goblin Glider, attach to enemy with the highest printed hit point value without a Goblin Glider. Ooh, okay. So I would love to give this to him, but I think that he does not have a printed hit point value, right? Because his attack is like this. So does this gain surge? Attached to the enemy with the highest printed hit point. Oh no, printed hit point, not attack value. Okay, yeah, he has hit points here. Okay, so he gets it, which is awesome. So he just gets +1 attack. As a hero action, we spend 2 energies to discard his card. We can never flip over hero form, so we cannot use the hero action ever. So he keeps that forever, but just +1 attack, he'll never attack us because we're not eagle. Alright, that's going to end the round. If X is in play, he'll get discarded. Alright, I think we're good here. So let's mansion, draw a card. And we got Aunt May. Any more card draw? Ghost Spire gives us a card draw if she attacks. Yeah. Ooh, we actually don't have the best. Okay, let's do Ghost Spire. Is going to swing for 2 on Norman Osborn. So Whenever he would take in my damage, remove that many infamy counters from Criminal Enterprise instead. Then Ghost Spire will get knocked out. Just interrupt. Whenever she leaves play, search your deck for an identity specific event, add to your hand. So let's get a backflip here, I guess. Yeah, we just add it to our hand. We'll shuffle up our deck. Then with the effect of the Web of Life Destiny, whenever Web War ally leaves play, we can choose a player, draw a card. So let's draw a card here. And we really want SPDR because then we can recur every single turn and get our engine going. Okay, the suit up there is just as good actually. So I'll take that. I think, do I suit up here for Moon Girl or X? And I think I want Moon Girl. I think I want to flip him over. So Moon Girl is going to, let's thwart for 2. No, let's swing for 2 on Norman Osborn. So that will take 2 more counters off of Criminal Enterprise. She'll take 2 consequent damage, get knocked out here. Okay. Then we're going to play the suit up with 2 resources here. After you action, get Moon Girl, get Clarity Purpose. That resolves the suit up. Then we're going to play Moon Girl once again with Scientist. We never use it yet. Ingenuity, Mental Resource, Clarity Purpose, throw mental. Plays Moon Girl. We draw 3 cards for 3 mentals we use to pay for. Oh man, we drew into duds. So I can play Hobie. I just play everything, and then everything else we can't play. Darn it. Maybe I should have went for X there. Let's see. We just clear out the main scheme, keep him not confused, I guess. And get off web shooters for caught off guards. Yeah, okay. I don't think we need the meditation anymore. We're going to use 3 resources here when paying for a basic card. So we can play Spider-Man Hobie Brown, and we have a Web Warrior card here with the Web of Life Destiny, so we can play him. This would be a resource here, so we can play Aunt May. She's a 1 cost support. We can exhaust a Hue 4 from Peter Parker. Resource to play our web shooters. It's a 1 cost upgrade, and a resource to play another web shooter. So we have both the web shooters down. Let's put 3s on them. So with the web shooters, they come with 3 web counters. We exhaust to generate a wild resource, but it's a hero resource, so we only use them in hero form. So we can never use them here for this game, for this challenge. But that's okay. If we get like a caught off guard, we can discard them. And let's do I flip him here? Flip him here, I take 4 indirect. When he would scheme, remove a counter instead. Actually, that's pretty good. Wait, yeah. Why don't we flip him? So we'll do, Moon Girl is going to swing for 2 on Norman Osborn. So we remove that many counters here instead. So this is now gone. And then whenever there's no more counters, we flip this over. And then enters play with 2 madness counters. And if there are no madness counters, we flip Green Goblin and State of Madness. So we're going to flip him over to Green Goblin now. One of you is to take, deal 4 indirect damage to each player. Let's take 4 on Peter Parker. We drop from 10 down to 6. And then as intro, when he would scheme, we remove 1 counter from here instead of him scheming. Okay, that's huge. All right, Moon Girl is going to take 2 consequent damage. We're going to May Hue by 4. Brings us back up to 10. So that is pretty big. And Hobie's going to throw for 2 from the main, just in case. He'll take 2 consequent damage. That will end our turn. Let's right back up. So we can damage him now. I think we got set up enough. Let's draw back up to our hands. Let's here of 6. I think we have no more suit ups in the deck, but we got Nick Fury. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, SPDR there is huge. Okay, so it is Green Goblin's turn. He's going to add 1 to the main. He's going to scheme now because we're in Alter Ego. So instead, we remove 1 madness count from here. Then we get dealt face on a counter card, which is going to be Pumpkin Bombs attached to a villain. And then after he attacks you, discard this and take 200 damage. That's fine. He's never going to attack us. So those are good cards for us to get. Back to our turn. Let's mansion. Draw a card here. We got the Web War lineup going on. Okay, let's see here. We want to put on some damage, but Hobie can thwart. So Hobie's going to thwart for 2 from the main scheme. Drop it down to 1. Hobie takes a consequent or 2 consequent damage, gets knocked out. He has to interrupt. Whenever he leaves play, discard top 3 cards on the encounter deck. Deal damage to villain equals to number of boost icons discarded. So 1, 2, 3. We got 2 boost icons and just boost effects. So it's going to do 2 damage to Green Goblin. Our first damage in this game, with Peter Parker orchestrating it. He drops down 16 life. Okay. Then let's get some Web War stuff going, right? Or do we just... Oh, we can meditate for sure for Nick. And then I don't think we want to draw anything. I think we just want to deck out here. So let's get Moon Girl back to shuffle as well. That would be very helpful. There's no way for us to get counters on here, right? Yeah, there's just 2 counters. Yeah, so next turn he's going to flip this back over. Moongirl will swing for 2 on Green Goblin, bring him down to 14. She would take 2 consequent damage, get knocked out. We're going to play Meditation. After your action, exhaust your alt ego. Play a card from hand, reducing its cost by 3. So Nick Fury is only 1 cost. This would be 1 resource to play Nick Fury. When Nick enters play, choose one. We're pick the one to, let's just do 4 damage to enemy. So hit Green Goblin 4. That'll bring 14 down to 10. And then we're going to do a double resource here to play SPDR. We're going to exhaust Engineering, generate Mental. This will be a second resource to play Auto Octavius. And we have Web Warrior cards with the Web of Life Destiny, so we can play them both. Auto's going to throw for 1, clear off the main, takes a consequent damage. SPDR will swing for 1 on Green Goblin. That'll bring from 10 down to 9. And Nick will swing for 2, brings from 9 down to 7. Both allies will take consequential damage. All right, that's going to end our turn. Let's ready back up. And we're ready to deck out here, I think. So we draw 6, deck out, face down and counter card. Shuffle our discard pile here back into the deck. Even if he gets a scheme activation here, we should be fine. Unless he gets 2 scheme activations. Alright, so we're drawing 2 more cards back at the 6 with 3 suit ups and Moon Girl in the deck. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we got the Moon Girl. Okay, so he's going to add 1 to the main. He's going to scheme, so we remove this instead. When there are no more counters, we flip this over and flip Green Goblin and Sand Man. So he goes back over to Norman Osborn form. Okay, then he's going to deal us a face down and counter card. First one is All in a Day's Work. When reviewed, place. Oh, wait. Criminal Enterprise enters play with 2 infinity counters. So we got to get that first whenever this flips. Then when this is reviewed, place 2 infinity counters on it. So it just goes up to 4. Okay, that's going to resolve that. Last encounter card, pay off with a hazard and 2 times player threat, and that is it. Okay. If Nick Fury is in play at the end of the round, he will get discarded. So he's gone here. All right, let's go ahead and use our signs to generate mental resources to be double when paying for a basic card. Declare the Watts to be mentals and play Moon Girl first. She's going to draw us 3 cards because we use 3 mental resources to pay for her. Ooh, okay. Let's see. We can have 4 allies because of the Triskelion. So let's do SPDR with Thor for 2. Clear off payoff here. She has an effect. Whenever she takes excess consequent damage, she's going to take 2 for thwarting, and she has 1 hit point left. So that is excess. She comes back to our hand with her effect. With the effect of Web of Life Destiny, when a Web War ally is played, we can draw a card. Payoff is defeated. Then let's Avengers Mansion, draw another card. Okay. Then let's see here. We're going to do... I want to flip them back over, right? Which allies are the best? We're going to have Otto swing for 2 on Norman Osborn. We instead remove 2 counters here as his force interrupt. Then he gets his card taking 2 consequent damage. We draw a card with the effect of the Web of Life and Destiny. All right, we have a huge hand here. All right, what do we do? Do we just put on damage, I guess? I think that's fine. So I don't think Black Cat is good value here because we have enough resources to always play SPDR. So for sure we do that. 2 resources here to play SPDR. I think Hobie's good. Ironheart's decent. I don't think we play the other allies. We play Hobie and suit up for an ally. Do we get X here? No, we're going to flip him over. But if we confuse him, then I think what's actually really good value is Nick Fury. So we're going to do Nick Fury because he can do 4 damage. Moon Girl is going to swing for 2 on Norman Osborn. We take 2 counters off here instead. And then when this is no more, we flip it over. State of Madness, he flips over again as well. 2 counters are here. His one review is a deal 4 indirect damage. We put him all on Peter Parker. We drop down to 6. And then we may again. Heals back up to 10. Okay. Next, we want to play suit up. So let's use 2 resources here. So we can play suit up. Alter your action. Search your deck and discard pile for an ally. Upgrade can't be attached to ally. We're going to get Nick Fury here. And the Clarity of Purpose from our discard or from our deck. As upgrade can't be attached to Nick Fury. So we shuffle up. So now Green Goblin can take damage here. Moon Girl takes 2 constant damage. I forgot about that whenever she attacked and flipped him over. Okay, then we're got to play Nick here. So we use 1, 2, 3. This would be 3 plus Ingenuity for 4 resources so we can play Nick Fury. When he enters play, choose one, pick the one to do 4 damage to enemy. Let's hit the Green Goblin before. That'll bring it from 7 down to 3. And do I use a suit up here? We have one more suit up in the deck, so I think it's fine. We're gonna use 3 resources here to play Spider-Man Hobie Brown. Okay. SPDR will swing for 1 on the Green Goblin. That'll bring it from 3 down to 2. And then she'll take a consequent damage. And then Nick is going to swing for 2 on Green Goblin. That'll bring from 2 down to 0. And that'll flip him over to his third and final stage here. When review, do 4 damage to each player. So we take 4, drop down to 6. Nick will take a consequent damage. And he has 22 hit points. Let's get that set up. All right, and then force interrupt. Whenever he would scheme, we remove 2 madness counters here from now instead. So we just got to take 2 off instead of 1. Okay, so he can still take damage here, actually. So why don't we have Hobie swing for 1, bring him down to 21. And we can still exhaust here to recover by 3, actually. So we go back up to 9 health. It's pretty big. And then I forgot, Hobie will take constant damage. That's going to end our turn. Let's ready back up. All right, I think we pretty much got this here. Let's draw back up to our hands list here of 6. Okay, okay, we can't really play much with this hand. Green Goblin turn is going to add 1 to the main. He's going to scheme, but instead we remove 2 counters instead of just 1 now. And then this will flip over. This flips over as well. Comes into play with 2 infamy counters. All right, then we're dealt a face down counter card, which is going to be Goblin Glider. He already has a Goblin Glider, so it's going to surge because it can't be attached again. Intimidation. Choose either spend 2 resources of any type or give the villain a face down boost card. Let's spend 2 physicals, and that will resolve this because we are rich with resources here. All right, that's going to end Norman's turns. Back to our turn. At the end of the round, Nick Fury will get this card if he's still in play. All right. We got a lot of card draw, though, with the Web Warriors. So let's Avengers Mansion, draw a card. Let's do we flip them here? Yeah, we're going to have Moon Girl swing for 2 on Norman Osborn. Instead, we take it off of here. That flips. That flips him as well. He's going to do 4 indirect damage, or 4 damage to each player. So we drop from 9 down to 5. It's not indirect anymore. We just have to take the pure damage. And then Moon Girl takes consequent damage, gets knocked out. Oh, instead of Madness, also comes in with 2 Madness counters. All right, so we got him here. We can do damage to him now. We can't play a swing web kicks, but we can use 2 resources here to play Maria Hill. Whenever she enters play, we can draw a card. Let's do SPDR. It's going to Thor for 2, clear off the main. Takes consequent damage with her effect, comes back to our hand because it's excess. We draw a card with the effect of the Web of Life and Destiny. Ooh, we got another suit up. Okay, let's use a double for a basic. So we can play SPDR. Back down. SPDR, Hobie, and Maria will all swing for 1, 2, 3 on Green Goblin. That'll bring him down to 18. All allies will take consequential damage. And Hobie's still alive here with 1 hit point left. And then, let's see, what I kind of want to do, let's anime heal us by 4. So we go from 5 up to 9 life. And then he's going to flip us over. We could grab X, which would prevent him from flipping, because he would be confused. But what I want to grab is Nick Fury and just do 6 more damage with his effect. And then I think it's the last suit up though, right? So we're not getting Nick or Moon Girl back again. We're getting to Professor X soon because he's still in the deck. But then we got to pop him over again. We got to do so much damage. So check the deck here. Do I just get X now? Yeah, because every single time we do that, he's making us do 2 more damage in order to flip him over because we got to do the damage from there. Or damage on the other side to take these counters off whenever he's in his alter ego of Norman Osborn. But I think, yeah, I mean, there's no point, right? We might as well just put on damage here because we have the allies to do some damage. Okay, we're going to use 2 resources here. Play suit up. Alter ego action. Search your deck and discard pile for an ally. Upgrade can't be attached to it. We're going to do Nick Fury. And we're going to do Clarity of Purpose. Then we're going to play a meditation. Alter ego action. Exhaust your alter ego. Play a card from here, reducing its cost by 1. Nick Fury is only 3 costs. This would be a resource here, so we can play Nick Fury. When Nick enters play, choose one. We pick the one to do 4 damage to the enemy. Hit Green Goblin for 4 again, brings him down to 14. Nick swings for 2, brings him down to 12. And Nick will take consequent damage. That will end our turn here. Do we discard the Spider Tracers here? We don't need that because we're not going to deck out anyways. Let's ready back up. and then draw back up to our hand size here of 6. I wish I could play these swinging web kicks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And there's Professor X, but he won't give us a kill. It is Green Goblin's turn. He's going to add 1 to the main. He schemes. We remove 2 counters because he's on stage 3. That flips everything back over. And then 2 counters on Criminal Enterprise. Then we get dealt a face down counter card. Regenerative Healing. He's going to heal X. X equal to double his stage number. So he's on stage 3. He's going to heal 6 damage. Brings it from 12 down to 18, or up to 18. And we're having trouble dealing damage here. That's the end of the round. Nick Fury is going to get discarded. Alright, man, he is healing up a lot. So X will confuse him at least. And I think we can confuse him on his Green Goblin side. We want to just deck out as soon as possible. So let's do that. With 2 cards left on the deck. Let's Mansion. Draw us a card. Whoops. Ooh, we got Ghost Spider. We're going to do SPR Thors for 2. Clears this off. Takes excess damage. Comes back to your hand with her effect. Weapon Life and Destiny. Draws a card. Decks is out. Face down counter card. And now our deck is very thin here because we have so many cards in our hand. So high chance that we can draw Nick, Moon Girl, or those suit ups back. So that's pretty good here. Okay, let's see. I should have had Hobie trigger, I think. Let's do 2 resources here. So I can play SPDR. We're going to do... let's have Maria Hill swing for 1. Takes off a counter. She'll take consequence, she'll get knocked out. SPDR will swing for 1 on Norman, take off another counter. She'll take consequence damage. That flips us over to State of Madness, flips it over to its Green Goblin form. We take 4 damage, drop from 9 down to 5, and then 2 counters on State of Madness. We're going to Aunt May, heal us back up to 9. Alright, then what do we got here? We can meditate. Yeah, meditation. After you actually exhaust your alter ego, play a card from here, reducing the cost by 3. Let's play Professor X here. We're going to just play Confuse the Villain. Let's confuse Green Goblin here. So now his Force Interrupt whenever he schemes won't trigger. And then Hobie's going to swing for 1. Brings Green Goblin from 18 down to 17. He gets knocked out taking consequence damage, triggers his Interrupt. 3 cards get milled here. And then there's only 2 boost icons, so 2 damage on Green Goblin. Brings him from 17 down to 15. It's knocked out. We draw a card with the effect of the Web of Life Destiny because a Web War ally left play. Ooh, we got into Hobie here. Or auto, I mean. If I play auto, have him lead play. That'll work. 2 resources here to play Spider-Man Auto Octavius. I could have used, that's okay. We're going to have him swing for 2 on Green Goblin. Brings him down to 13. He'll take consequence damage, get knocked out. Because he takes 2 for attacking. We draw a card with the Web of Life and Destiny. Then we use Ingenuity, generate a resource. This would be 2 more. Total 3. Play Ghost Spider. Ghost Spider is going to also swing for 2 on the Green Goblin. Brings it down to 11. She'll take a consequence damage. That will end our turn. Let's ready back up. And then draw back up to our hand size here of 6. Oh, we got Nick Fury and Moon Girl. Okay, so I think we have the kill here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, Green Goblin's turn. He's going to add a threat here. He's going to scheme. The Force Interrupt won't trigger because he's confused, so he never would have schemed anyways. Dealt face and counter total 2. First one is Oscorp Manufacturing. If he's in Norman Osborn form, it's place an additional threat here, but he's not. So it's only 2 threat and acceleration. And then we also got Collapsing Bridge with 2 threat here and a Crisis, so we can't remove threat from the main scheme. And I don't think we need to anymore. At the end of the round, if X is in play, he's going to get discarded. All right, let's start our turn. We're going to Mansion, draw a card. We'll do SPDR, Thors for 2. Let's just clear this off because she wants to Thor anyways. Returns back to her hand, taking excess consequence damage. We draw a card with the effect of the Web of Life and Destiny. You're into a swinging web kick here. And then let's do... Oh, so we can still do damage to him right now. So let's play Moon Girl using Sign to generate mental resource. Doubles here. Declare him to be Mentos. Draw 3 cards with Moon Girl's effect. 1, 2, 3. And then let's do... let's exhaust Aunt May. Heal us by 4. Brings it back up to our full life of 10 here. Just to gloat on the Green Goblin. But 1, 2, 3, 4, Nick can do 6, so that's going to be 10. We gotta do 1 more damage. That's SPDR here. Okay, so 2 resources here, so we can play SPDR. And we'll do 4 resources here. so we can play Nick Fury. And then whenever Nick Fury enters play True Zone, we're going to want to do 4 damage to an enemy. So we're going to do 4 damage on the Green Goblin. That'll bring it from 11 down to 7, right? And we're going to have Nick Fury swing for 2, brings it to a 7 down to 5. Nick takes a consequential. SPDR is going to swing for 1, brings from 5 down to 4. She'll take a consequential damage. Moongirl is going to swing for 2. That'll bring it from 4 down to 2. She'll take 2 consequential damage. And we have Ghost Spider finish off the Green Goblin here, bringing him from 2 down to 0. And there you go, guys. That was Expert Green Goblin Risky Business, staying in Peter Parker form the entire game.